So I think there's a lot of times that people say, hey, engage your core. And we have a tough time understanding what does that actually mean. Yet it's very important to know what it does mean and how to do it. But I want to talk about it in terms of actually bracing instead of engaging your core. We need to create a rigid midline in order to lift, just about do any sort of lift, right? From deadlifts to back squats to any time we're moving something from the shoulder to overhead, which we do a fair share of. And if we don't have a solid cylinder, then what we oftentimes will do is collapse. And that's where we start to pull on our lumbar spine especially. So if I'm squatting and I haven't engaged and braced this cylinder, we'll see this happen so often in squats, right? We roll under, or we're coming up from a front squat and we start to buckle and come on up this way. And oftentimes it's like, I do not have a rigid core. So when I'm talking about bracing, this is what I mean. I want to fill my stomach with air. So it's a big belly breath in, and then I'm holding that, pushing against my abdomen wall, and then holding my breath to make sure it stays out throughout the lift. One thing that we do frequently here is dual front rack kettlebell holds. And I think it's a really good exercise to start to train this. And so we'll get kettlebells in the front rack position, but instead of just letting them rest and then I'm leaning back, I want to make sure I get that big belly breath in. So it's a big breath in, my stomach goes out, and then I lock it down and push into my abdomen wall so that I'm in a straight line and that I've created that strong cylinder in the front position. So give that a shot. Hold for maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute if you can. Give yourself, 4 to 5 sets. Rest for about 2 minutes or so in between those, just so that you can start to feel a strong cylinder, which will then hopefully translate into a better deadlift, and protecting your back especially, a better deadlift, better back squat, or any sort of squat, and when you start moving a barbell shoulder to overhead. So give that dual kettlebell front rack hold a shot and see if you can't feel your abs, that you don't engage your abs, really that you're starting to learn how to brace through your abs.